Hi everyone, let's go to pattern-collections.com, find pattern focus, and find today's pattern. It's going to be this one, Xbox. So it looks like it's going to be a grid pattern. Simple, super simple, but I think sometimes simple makes an interesting thing. So we're going to make ourselves a grid, right? Easy peasy, make a grid. Inside the grid, I'm going to make a diagonal, not all the way, see, it doesn't touch the corners. So just a diagonal right in the middle, and then going the other way. So you just make an X right in the middle of the box, but don't go into the corners. We can do that. And then on two of the corners, the diagonal, oops, wait a minute. I missed a step. There it is. I was all zoomed in, I didn't see it. Okay, and then in here we're going to make these little V shapes. Not quite as long as the X, a little bit shorter, okay? And then on the diagonal, we're gonna just round those corners. Just on the diagonal one way, not all four directions. Although it might be interesting to see what happens if you do them turned. We'll see. And then you do a little bit of shading, and it ends up like that. Simple. There it is on a grid that is not completely straight. It's got a bit of curve to it. Okay, so let's give that a go. Maybe we'll do it in two different sections. I'll turn on my light. Get me a piece of paper here. Turn on my light. Close your eyes. Woo! Going to give myself a bit of a border. And let's do two different kinds. So I'm going to do it twice. Maybe I will do a nice curve like that. Something like that for my grid on one of them. And then on this one, perhaps I'll go this way. A little bit smaller. Something like that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make a nice border on this one though, I think. And I think I might actually draw this one in a thicker pen. Change the line weight a little. Why not? Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do X's though in the regular size. Okay. And then this sort of V shape inside the X. Like that. Let's do a tell it like it is, shall we? Why not? If you could give any gift in the world, what would you give to the person on your right? Well, since I don't have a person on my right, I will go into my contacts on my phone. And I'm going to randomly scroll and touch whoever comes up first. Oh, Uncle Gene. Okay. So, what gift would I give to my Uncle Gene? Because his birthday is coming up. His birthday is the same day as my birthday. So, and we will be celebrating Uncle Gene's 90th birthday this year. We were trying so very hard to have our backyard and our house remodel finished before Uncle Gene's birthday because we were going to host the big birthday party. Yeah, that didn't happen. But if I could have given him any gift in the world, that's what I would have given him, is a big birthday bash here at my house. What is awesome what's coming up is that that we will be doing his party. We're going to do it at his church. That's cool. And I think a lot of the family that comes for Christmas that lives far away is coming. So that will be awesome. To have a bit of family love. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Just a simple thing, isn't it? I like it. Okay. But what would I give Uncle Gene? I would give Uncle Gene, obviously I would give him something I probably can't give him, which is the gift of good health. But if it had to be a physical object, like I was giving him a gift, what would I give him? don't really know. Maybe a new TV. He really loves to sit and watch TV. Nowadays he more naps in front of the TV, but that's okay. But he does really enjoy watching his ball games. So perhaps a new TV would be the thing that I would give him if I could give him anything. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's it. That's the pattern. So I think on this one, I'm going to go with this pen, the small, and then I'm going to go even smaller with the inside part and give it really delicate. Or maybe I'll do the whole thing just delicate with a small pen. I think maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to use this 005. Oop. 005, which has got a teeny tiny little nib. It almost doesn't look like it's drawing. It's so fine. But I think that'll be perfect. You'll notice that I'm not following my pencil, making it even smaller, because I think that goes well with this fine pen. Now I need to erase. It's hot in here today. I need to turn on my AC. We've been having super hot days. I don't know how hot it is today. Probably close to 100 again today. Last week I worked the whole week. 7 a.m. Ugh, I'm not a morning person. 7 a.m. had to be at a new store. Not even open yet. We were preparing the shelves. We went from an empty store that all it had was shelving, just fixtures, and even all the shelving wasn't where it needed to be, to a store that was ready to have its first set of merchandise. We had merchandise filled on the shelves by Friday. So from Monday to Thursday, we had to set up the shelving heights and locations and all of the labels, all the pegs, everything. In 4 days, we had to have an entire great big store ready for a team to come in and put out merchandise. And it gets the first truck that Friday. And then there's going to be more trucks this week, but I won't be there. But we actually got it done. I was super surprised we got as far as we did, because we didn't have near as many people as we did when we opened my store just over a year ago. So I thought there was no freaking way we were going to get this done. We weren't completely finished. We still had some planograms to work on while the team was unloading the truck. But we were much further along than I thought we would be. So I was super stoked that we got that much done. But I was exhausted. That's a physically demanding thing to do. And I'm glad that I'm not going back this week. Store doesn't open for another 2 weeks. So they have 2 more weeks to get everything completed and dialed in and ready to go. But yeah, it was good. I was happy with. But I'm really super sore. All of my joints hurt this week. Now I'm back at my store, and we're getting ready for inventory. Inventory will be on Tuesday. That's tomorrow. Yeah, inventory's tomorrow. I have some things I gotta get done, but it's not too bad. Store's almost completely ready to go. The inventory crew will count anything that's out on the sales floor, ready to you know, be out there for customers. The only thing they don't count is the stuff that's in the stock room. So we've been working really, really hard to make sure that there is the minimum amount of overstock on the carts in the back. And what else? So I'm almost done with the stuff I need to do. So tonight I'll come to work. I will finish counting the things I need to count. And we will just straighten the store 100%. Make sure everything is where it belongs so that when they count it, it's accurate. And yeah, it'll be good. All right. And look how delicate that is in comparison. And it's the same pattern. I like it. But for the little corner rounding, I'm going to go back up to a slightly larger pen. And I think I'm going to ooh, That almost doesn't look right. That looks funny, doesn't it? Huh. Huh, 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 huh. Let me look at it. But now that I've put it there, problem is I can't get into that spot easily. I guess I'm going to have to color it in with the little one. I was hoping not to have to do that. But if I do it with the big one, it's too thick. This part here is too thick. Okay. Alrighty. That looks good. Okay. Tough on my little eyes. It's almost easier to see in the camera than it is to see in real life. I think I'm not going to do all of them. I'm only going to do some of them. And then this next row, I'm going to skip this row. And then this row I'm going to do this way. I want it to look slightly different than that one. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep track of the time, make sure I'm good on time. I have to go to work. I really missed drawing last week. I was going to come home after work because I only worked until, I worked 7 to 3:30. So by the time I got home, it was close to 4:30. I thought, oh, I could draw. But I was so exhausted that I would come home, I'd have something to eat, and I'd sit down for a minute, and the next thing I knew, I was having a nap. So that was no good. And it really is hard for me to draw in the evenings, just for the light. I really need better light. And this room just doesn't have it. So, okay, so this one goes this way. This is blank. And this one will go this way. If I'm going to follow my pattern. Like that. Okay, so this row, oops, this row goes that way. This row will be blank. So this row will go this way. Okay, and this one. Can you see what I'm doing? No, you're too close. I'm gonna zoom you out just a little. Okay. All right, let's do another card. Why not? What is the best advice you ever received? I just recently got some good advice. I don't know if it's the best advice I've ever received, but I recently got some really good advice. Do you guys watch Stephanie over at Deliberately Creative on YouTube? If you don't, I highly suggest that you visit her channel. If I remember, I will try to put a link in the description box. I'm gonna have to write myself a note. This is Xbox. Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie's Deliberately Creative link. So look up Deliberately Creative on YouTube. She recently did a video that dropped today. July 16th. So look for her video that went live on July 16th. It's an art video of a marigold, a poured project of a marigold. But she does this excellent job of giving an analogy of a walnut tree and a marigold. And she says, you know, be a marigold. Be a marigold in the lives of others. Don't be a walnut tree. And she can say it way better than me. But the basic premise is that, and she told where she got her original information. It was in somebody's blog post, and I don't have that, so I don't know who it is. But it's in her video. That marigolds are a flower that are like a companion plant that works well with other plants, right? And it's very helpful. Yeah, I don't see any of those. Okay. Yeah, a marigold is a very helpful companion plant. A walnut tree puts out toxins and tries to grow based on beating out the competitor and removing plants from its area that could compete for light and food and so forth. By putting out this toxin, right? And marigolds, on the other hand, are very cooperative and are helpful and beneficial to other plants. And there's a symbiotic, beneficial relationship between a marigold and the plants that they live with. In that same manner, you know, we need to have that helpful symbiotic relationship, especially with our art. You know, you want to cultivate friendships with people who are marigolds. You want those people in your life, people who will support you, the people who will nurture you, the people who will gently tell you when you know, something could be improved, but only if you ask them. And if you don't ask them, they understand that you could be fragile in that area, and that you know, they don't give their opinion. Those are marigolds in your life, and you want them, and you want to nurture those relationships. But then you can have people in your life that are totally walnuts, that no matter what you do, no matter how good you are, that they will totally shut you down and tell you that, you know, they've done better, or, you know, you did a lousy job or whatever. Those people are not who you should have in your corner when you're doing your art. Or anything else in your life, for that matter. You know, there's always those people who nothing is ever good enough for them, unless it's something that they've done. You know, you don't need them in your life. And if they happen to be somebody who's related to you, you know, maybe sometimes you have to have them in your life, but you don't have to have them in your life every single day. You can choose when to have them in your life. Like that. Is that how they did the shading? Trying to look at the shading on this. They actually shaded here. They actually shaded here, inside the V. Yeah, but that was really good, and I really liked the way she put it. And then she says, you know, don't be a walnut, be a marigold. So that was good advice. So if you got somebody who's being really just horrible in your life, just tell them, you know, I don't have time for people who are walnuts. And walk away. And leave them wondering, what in the world was that all about? I want the smaller stump. I don't know why I'm using such a big blending stump. Where'd my smaller one go? Maybe that's why I'm using the big blending stump. My little one, oh, there it is, under my phone. I knew I had it. Don't you hate when that happens, when you're just sitting in one place and you lose something, like your pen or your pencil, and you haven't moved and you lose it? Like, really? Happens to me all the time. My son vacuumed the sofa the other day. He found all sorts of things that I'd lost down in the sofa cushions. Mostly hair goodies. I tend to either take off my ponytail when I sit down when I get home from work, or I grab my ponytailers when I'm getting ready for work, but I don't put them on right away, and I set them down on the sofa. And then I go to put them on when I'm on my way to work get my hair out of my face, and then I can't find them. So then I have to go get another one. I have ponytailers everywhere. You would think I had a cat or something, because I know cats love to take the ponytailers and hide them, but no pets. It's just me and my losing things. Look how those are so totally different. And I think I'm going to put a little white. I want it there or over here. Or both. Maybe a little both. At this point, I'm just kind of doing a finishing up. Oh, I missed this one. And I missed this one. How did I miss both of those? I missed this whole row. Huh. I skipped right over it. Okay, that's cool. With this is all kind of glowy, and this is just kind of soft. I like that. That makes it different. All right. I need to decide how it's going to live. I'm tempted to have it live that way. Gonna live that way. Alright, I think I'm done for the day. This one was a little long, sorry about that. Some of them are gonna be that way, some of them are gonna be short, some are gonna be long. You guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Are we almost done with the week? Not quite, got 2 more for the week. And I will see you later. You guys have a great day. And go out and do something nice for somebody today. Be a marigold in somebody's life, will ya? And I will be back. Bye-bye.